This has been the worst start to my first episode after 4 years. Oh well. So yeah, we're back. And my plan was, so since we're starting this up again after a while, we are either going to restart Chevalier's, or however the heck you say his name, restart his route, or I have a little wheel ready. I'll show you over here in this scene. We're gonna spin a wheel, and we're gonna choose one. We'll either restart his route or we'll start somebody else's route. I also have one called May's Choice. So let's spin a little wheel here. Ba-bam. Something good. Ooh. Oh, starting with Fritz? Ooh. Starting with Fritz sounds interesting. I don't know if I remember correctly, but I think we ended with Fritz. I don't know if I'm right. I feel like we ended with him last time. Yeah. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to see anything here. I think we ended with Fritz. Anyway, that's cool. We'll start with him. That sounds like a great time. And to spice it up a little bit, we're not going to be using a guide. I usually used guides back in the day, but you know what? We're going to fly by the seat of our heckin' pants. Good things come to those who wait. Well, sorry if my chair is squeaking. It's old and its heart is broken. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a princess. Oh, thank God, a recap. I can't remember shit. She was known as the Ice Princess, named for her frigid heart and unyielding coldness towards others. The princess shunned all who sought to help her. She was scared to go out into the world, so she locked herself up in the palace. One day, the Ice Princess became the victim of the infamous fairy tale curse and was forced to go from riches to rags. As the princess struggled to come to terms with her new life, she met a very special man. The two endured much strife, helping each other overcome various ordeals. In the end, they emerged victorious. The special man thawed the princess's ice-cold heart and dried her dampened spirits. Oh, I just realized you guys can see my mouse cursor. Anyway, the two vowed to love each other for the rest of time. They lived happily ever after. If anybody interested, it's adventuring from Star Rail, Honkai Star Rail. But what happened after happily ever after? I don't know. I'm heckin' curious. Where May? Bam. I will choose a path. Oh, does this mean if we choose a path, does this mean we don't have to worry too much about choices? Oh, doggy. How you doing? You're supposed to be sleeping. Colors Fritz. Walt. Chevy Equinox. Rod. Quad. Fritz is blue. A knight in no armor. Guys, I don't remember anything. I don't remember nothing. And that's why on this day, I'm stepping down from my honorable position as commander of the Order of Caldera. Starting again. I don't know how to pronounce anything. Fritz is standing on a small podium erected just outside of the front gate. His expression is somber as he gazes at the large gathering of knights. He has already given his resignation speech to the majority of the lower-ranking knights, and this one is just for the ceremony purposes. Hey, if anybody in the comments wants to give me like a rundown of what the fuck happened, I'm sure it'll come back to me. But if y'all want to be like, this guy was working at McDonald's and then, you know, he became a knight and then we fell in love and then he stepped down, you know, give me like a little run through. I stand at the edge of the gate, arms crossed as I watch the proceedings. My heart ought to be filled with hope, but I am more anxious than I have ever been in years. I cannot shake the feeling that Fritz is doing this because of me. It has been 2 years since Fitzgerald Aiden Leverton. Yep. My personal knight was prompted to the position of commander. Father bestowed the title and responsibility upon him after seeing how he acted during the crisis with Mother. Wasn't our mother like a bitch? I don't know if that's right. It's just a sudden feeling that came over me. Fritz possessed the required skill and ability to lead, even if he did sometimes require my assistance on account of his initial clumsiness. The new responsibility pulled Fritz away from me, and has been like this for nearly 2 years, even though the two of us see each other when we can. They say distance makes the heart grow fonder, but in this case... How can you possibly grow distant? Don't you live in the same palace? I stare hard at Fritz. There's nothing soft about the look on his face. That is why, it is an honor of me to promote Jurian Valen whatever the heck, my second in command, to head commander. I expect you to treat her with the same respect you have shown me. Doggy's just sitting next to me enjoying the story. I remember her. Jurian moves forward to stand beside him when he gestures. I liked her. Sir Fitzgerald. A flicker of a smile passes over Fritz's face. Sir's a little stiff, don't you think? You know what else is stiff? Jurian smiles at him. There is a subtle sadness in her eyes, though I cannot imagine why. A baby's leaving. He's going away. The proceedings go on for some time after that. It is only when the ceremony has drawn to a close that I head back to the palace for one of my mandatory lessons. Oh, okay. I am relieved when my tutor dismisses me early. All this music, Jesus. It's not bad, it's just I remember. Maybe now I'll be able to catch Fritz. On my way to the palace gates, when I stop noticing Fritz and Jurian at the end of the corridor. The minute Fritz sees me, his lips pull back into a gentle smile. Sorry, I was working out. Princess, I'm wondering when you'd appear. Good afternoon, Princess May. Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure. Good afternoon, Jurian, and I'm not saying your last name, Commander of the Order of Caldera. This piano is gosh, diggity darn loud. Give me a second. It's that one note that's hitting pretty hard. Whoever's hitting that note, they're doing it with passion. Jurian laughs. It still sounds like such a mouthful. It's shorter than Lieutenant Commander of the Order of Caldera, at least. Jeez. A fair point. Hope you know I'll still be asking for your advice every now and then, Fritz. I hope you don't mind. Did her outfit change? Not that I would remember. Of course not. It's the least I can do after putting the responsibility on you so suddenly. But now, no titles, no obstructions, right? Go away, Steam. Thank you. She smiles at the two of us. You two have all the time in the world to spend together. Or a lot more of it, in my case. What? She pauses to look between us. May I ask you something? Yeah? Being able to be with the princess isn't the only reason you resigned, is it? What makes you say that? Before I can react, Fritz wraps an arm around my waist and pulls me closer. The princess has always been my top priority. I'm sorry, I'm looking at him and I'm trying to think about what happened the last game. Did he have black hair at some point? I'm so underprepared. The words are accompanied by a mischievous grin. I'm equally stunned and embarrassed. Jurian stands between the two of us with wide eyes. When Fritz sees her expression, he pulls his arm away with a laugh. Sorry, princess. Sometimes I can't help teasing. Jurian's gonna beat you up. These two comments of Fritz have become... These little comments of Fritz have become more common over the past 2 years. I believe more than anything that he speaks like this... help. Speaks like this more often now because he is more comfortable around me. You two really have changed, haven't you? Both of you. I know that she is right, but is looking primarily at Fritz when she says it. But was the princess really the only reason? Though Fritz continues to smile, I can see something twitch in his expression. I have known him long enough to see beyond his confident facade. I can now read Fritz's true emotions from his small gestures. No, it's not the only reason. What is it? I want to know. I think back to the jeering crowds and the agitated townfolk. I remember the way people protested Fritz's promotion to commander because of his previous involvement with Mother. That bitch. I can still remember what they called him out on the streets. A wolf wearing a man's skin, a spy, a traitor. But Fritz only smiles. Sure, there were other reasons, but being with the princess has always been the most important. I missed being her personal knight. So did he get demoted, or did he, he's, not working anymore? Could be sitting on his Xbox, you know. Jurian eyes him skeptically for a few moments, but in the end, she only shakes her head with a smile. I'm glad for the two of you, then. Thanks. She excuses herself after that, explaining that she has a speech to prepare as a newly promoted commander. The moment she leaves, the corridor becomes quiet. Oh. Ooh. I think you'd want us to congratulate him. I'm gonna save. There we go. I remember. Ooh. Oh, that's loud. A little thingy will show up if we get it right. Right? I didn't read whatever the fuck she said before I made that decision. You normally don't congratulate someone for resigning. Oh, that didn't even cross my mind. But Fritz claims this is what he wanted. Did I do it? Thank you, Princess. With this, you'll have no more obligations to the order. Did I do it? Hold on a second. I'm gonna check if how do I load? Save and load. Load. Did I do it right? Did I apologize? He's saying the same exact thing, guys. No, just to you. He steps forward in a brief moment of closeness, leans down to plant a kiss on the top of my head. These public displays of affection have always been taboo. The only time Fritz is ever intimate with me is when we're alone. He grins at me almost mischievously. When the scene changes, I'll reload it and see. Because it said at the beginning that, yo, if you get the good boy points, you get the good boy picture or the good boy thing. Don't listen to me, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Her royal dignified highness is blushing. Listen. I poke his shoulder. I am not. Fritz only laughs. It's good to see him being less formal. Sometimes when he teases me, I cannot help but remember the other side of him. The masked man with the sly smile. Oh look, I think I did it. I honestly don't think it mattered, because it was the same exact dialogue. It's a side of him that he hides from most people, but not from me. Anyway, with this resignation, I finally unleashed myself from the order. True. His gaze seems unfocused when I look away, almost like he is remembering something. I'm never going to let anyone else rule my life ever again. Alright, brother. That'd probably a bad idea to get into a relationship, but you do you, bro. Fritz? His expression softens when he looks at me. It's nothing. I thought I wasn't recording for a second. That would have been so weird. I'm all yours now, princess. Well, almost, but first I have something I need to do. Care to tag along? I smile when he holds out his arms. I do not mind the stares we get from the passing servants as I loop my arm through his and lean on his shoulder. By all means, lead on. The two of us make our way to the throne room together. Yo, I'm gonna take a sip of my juicy juice. Give me 1 second. Good soup. Just as expected, the king is waiting for us. He has always cleared his schedule to make time for this personal audience with Fritz. What a fella. If the two of you are both here, I'm going to assume that the ceremony has come to a close. You weren't even there, brother? Your commander knight resigned, you're like, I got better shit to do, I gotta eat my cereal. Fritz releases my arm to duck into a bow. That is correct, your majesty. I'm no longer with the Order of Caldera. All that remains for me is to return the required documents and declarations of my position. Father looks at Fritz thoughtfully, then he smiles. I would like to personally thank you for your dedication to the kingdom, sir. Fitzgerald, I apologize for having the responsibility of commander onto you when you were still so young. Fritz's lips twitch. I look at him quizzically, not entirely certain if I was imagining the scowl on his face. No apologies are necessary, Your Majesty. It was and has always been an honor to serve, and GL. Yeah. It was an honor to have a man as dedicated and committed as you leading the order. Now, Father stands, surprising us both. Though I'm afraid it will not be as grand as knighting you with a sword, I would insist that I reward you for all of your hard work. From this day forward, I bestow upon you the title of Lord. Hot dog! I would also give you a stretch of land. You may also do with it whatever you desire. Can we start a farm? I've always wanted a farm. A farm or a nursery? I want a nursery. I want to grow plants. Fritz shifts on his feet. His fidgeting is sure a sign he has something he wants to say. The king seems to notice. What say you, Mr. Dude? I require no lands, Your Majesty. I still have my father's manor, but if I may be so bold, I would like to make a request. A request? Fritz and I share a glance. State your request. Fitzgerald falls into one knee and bows his head. Oh my god. Your Majesty, I humbly request that I be allowed to publicly court your daughter, Princess Bay. Oh! He didn't. The news seems to take Father aback. I stare at him confused. But he already knows we love each other. Why is this a surprise? Father lowers himself to his throne once again and moves oddly stiff. Fritz is still bent on one knee, his head ducked in deference. I don't know why I looked at that and went, huh? The room is eerily silent. When no one rises to meet the challenge of the quiet, I clear my throat and speak first. Dad? I apologize. Even Fritz looks up at this. But no. A game over, I guess. Good time. It was a good 20 minutes. I give you my blessing. Aw, shucks, Sir Fitzgerald. You are more than free to court my daughter. It is her decision whom she chooses, after all. However, Father's expression falls. I know what he's going to say before he even says it, and it makes my heart sink. Public opinion Public opinion is not so easily swayed. There is no doubt in my mind that your displays of affection will be criticized. Well, heck it. This ain't their story. Father tilts his head toward me. Do you understand my meaning, May? Yeah, I get it. There's haters. There's haters everywhere. They don't ship us. That's fine. As loath I am to admit it, I do. There's a fragile balance in our kingdom right now. The magic that once existed is now completely gone. The witches and even some of the fairies blame me for its loss. I forgot about that shit. Winning over the humans has already been difficult enough, though most of the townsfolk in Angiela are now courteous to me. Many of them still do not trust me. And Fritz, many people still believe he is to blame for many of Mother's atrocities. Despite the things he's done to make up for it, they still choose to blame him, even knowing he was cursed the entire time. Crazy. There would doubtably be bad rumors if the two of us publicly courted. Well, I mean, don't fucking, go out near the fountain and do it right there. I mean, how public does it have to be? I understand what you mean, but it does not affect my feelings. We are trying to rekindle the people's trust in us. I'll make them trust me. Watch me do it. Fritz rises and stares adamantly at the king. I have been dedicated to this kingdom ever since I became a knight, and I still am. That will never change, not even if... Can my bird make a sound? He falters, but only briefly. My point is that Princess May and I have been trying to make things right since Hilder passed. It's probably, I think, my mother. And our own efforts to find happiness should not be thwarted by the people trying to help. You have changed, Sir Fitzgerald. I remember your gentleness from when I first knighted you. Even now you wear a smile on your face in trying times. You remain dedicated to our kingdom, even when it's broken and healing. You still smile, but now you smile with confidence. You have my blessing, Sir Fitzgerald, so long as you have my daughters. Remember what I said to you. I have bestowed upon you the title of Lord. No one, not even the nobles, can look down on you. Oh, okay. That'll stop him. Hold your head proud. He turns to me. The same goes to you, May. I appreciate your reminder. I should know that love knows no boundaries. He smiles fondly, and I can tell that he's thinking of Ophelia. A small pain echoes somewhere inside my heart, but it feels misplaced and distant. The wounds of the past may still hurt, but they are healing. Our conversation with Father does not last much longer. After speaking briefly on some technical process Fritz must now undergo to obtain his new title, the king excuses us from the throne room. Phew! I gotta learn to take a fucking breath, man. I will get an entire paragraph out in one sentence. You watch me do it. Outside in the hallway, Fritz seems equal parts relieved and deflated. I was expecting to come out of that feeling lighter, but Father's concerns will continue to weigh on me. Fritz forces his smile on me. He is always good at making it seem as if he is fine, even when I know that he must be hurting on the inside. Well, that went better than expected. Sure. Ugh. He grabs my hand and plants a kiss on my forehead. Why don't you kiss for real now? Get that, what the heck is it called? PDA. Public displays of affection. You go public with it now. Put it in the magazines. Put it in the news. Write an article. Go out, sing and dance that you're together now. I don't know. I think we're going to attend to those obligations the king mentioned. I still need to return some documents in my armor, but after that I will make sure I'm available to you for the rest of the day. He squeezes my hand. Perhaps we could even spend the night together. That's scandalous. I was thinking about a night out in the town. Oh. But your thoughts seem to be a little different on other things. He raises an expectant brow. Well, you can't say spend the night together. You can say, like, go on a date. Maybe your mind was somewhere else. When I nudged him in the shoulder, a cocky grin fades from his face and is replaced by a smile that oozes innocence. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe he wears that innocence like a shield. Anyway, I'll be back later. Let's meet up in your room in 2 hours' time. Oh, just enough time to take a nap. He starts to bow, but then suddenly stops, realizing he no longer needs to. Instead, he smiles at me one last time before turning and heading in the direction of the commander's office. He may try to hide it, but I can tell that he is also distressed by what the king said. Maybe I can buy him something in town, something that'll cheer him up. Oh, fuck, I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I feel like maybe I remember him liking sweets? I don't know. God damn it. Pop another save in this guy and... Oh, frickety heckin' frick. Probably a... I don't know. I mean, buy him both. A croissant is kinda dry. Wouldn't you want some tea with a croissant? Why not both? Get him the value meal with a free fry and a large drink. Fritz always did love visiting the bakeries. It has been a long time since we have gone to one together, and even longer time since we shared a pastry. Fritz said his favorite desserts were chocolate croissants. Yeah. I should buy him one for later. I nod my head, suddenly feeling resolute, and then head to the palace gates. Why don't you buy one when you go out on the town? Take a nap, girl. Much to my surprise, the woman at the bakery remembers me, not as the crown princess, but as the peasant that used to come in here frequently with Fritz. I'm relieved when she greets me with a smile and a bow. She eyes the knights at the door, but saying nothing when I order 2 desserts, a chocolate croissant for Fritz, and a custard Danish for myself. But it's gonna be like 2 hours since he's done. It's not gonna be a good chocolate croissant. Do you want them warm? This place brings back so many memories. Fritz used to love bringing me to the small bakery. He knew how much I loved desserts and wanted to show me all of the best cafes in Angiel. I take the 2 desserts and walk out of the small bakery. I sigh with relief as I come out of the small space, relieved to be back in the town plaza where things are more spacious. Hello, I feel like you're gonna bully me. I just had this feeling all of a sudden. A woman smiles as she passes me by. Good afternoon, Your Highness. She curtsies. Oh. Sup? She already walked off by the time I respond. Most of the town folks, while polite, are still quieter on me. They prefer speaking with I remember her. I just don't know how to say her name, so I'm gonna call her Emmy, because I think I did that last time. What can I do to make them trust me? What can I do to heal Angiel? The two knights trail behind me as I begin to walk back to my carriage. I prefer having it parked in an inconspicuous area so that I'm forced to walk around and speak with the townsfolk. I just can't stand these people. Heaven makes me seem more approachable. I'm still lost in my thoughts when we come into an emptier part of the plaza, and someone abruptly steps in my path. I take a step back immediately. The knights behind me are at my side in a heartbeat. Hey, it's that same bitch. Oh, I apologize. Same woman I just passed. Was she headed in this direction? You're good. I'm afraid I wasn't watching where I was going. I am shocked when a mischievous smile appears on her lips. I'm so fixated on her face, I barely register the sound of shattering glass at my feet. The fuck? Oh, am I being kidnapped? Shit. A waft of mist suddenly rises from the ground, making it impossible for me to see anything. Princess! The knight's voice comes from behind me. I feel him grab my arm. Oh wait, this hand is ungloved. I try to pull away, but to no avail. A stronger hand grips my other arm, pulling me away from the knights and through the mist. My eyes are teary as strangers pull me away from the area. I struggle to clear my thoughts as we emerge into an alleyway. Hey guys, what's up? What's up, cool kids? We're not gonna do anything weird, are we? When I look up, I see the woman from earlier. A man stands beside her, arms crossed. That was a little too easy, honorable knights of Caldera, huh? Seems we can still get the better of them even without magic. Yeah, great, isn't it? These people are... They turn to look at me. They're witches, aren't they? What's up, guys? You really can't guess, little Miss Princess? The man looks at me with surprising calmness. We're taking you hostage. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, I'm sure. Yeah? Don't try anything funny. We don't want to hurt you, but we will if need to. I glare at the two of them. She's trying to get a chuck or something. What is it that you threw back there? A mist potion. One of the last left in Angiel. The woman scowls at me. As you know, there's no more potion making, not in a world where magic no longer exists. Some of the others thought we ought to make you pay for taking away our magic. What the fuck did we do? We're of the opinion that this would be cruel. You should be grateful for that. So, what are you gonna do with me? You'll be staying with us for a little while until we can decide on a ransom price. Really? That's it? If we can't make gold selling our potions, we'll just have to get it some other way. This is cowardly. I'm startled when the woman slaps my face. I step back, eyes wide. I thought we said. The woman silences the man with a glare. She turns back to me. What would a little girl like you know of our pain? I don't know. I was just trying to get a chocolate croissant. Lady Hilda was going to make this place for all of us witches to thrive. Instead, because of your meddling, magic's gone forever. I can't remember what I did, but it must have been bad. Not only that, but the humans who know we are witches still ostracize us, making it impossible for us to get jobs. A spoiled princess like yourself, who has not even tried to bridge the divide, has no business telling us what is cowardly. I've been too busy trying to mend this kingdom as a whole, and I've been trying to gain people's trust. I had thought that with magic gone, there'd be no more reason for anyone to hate witches. I mean, witches hate you. And yet the discrimination still exists. The partners usher me forward. When I do not come willingly, the man grabs my arm and pulls me behind him. We've spent an awful lot of time talking while the knights are probably looking in every spot for her. And there's like, yeah, we can chat first. The two begin to traverse a series of complicated alleyways that lead deeper and deeper into the town. It almost feels like a labyrinth. Dark. The sky darkens into crimson, then a deep purple as we move further into the alleyways. I was meant to meet Fritz hours ago. Have you been walking through alleyways for like 3 hours? Thinking about Fritz makes me think of rescue and the nights that were separated from me. Do the knights even know about these alleys? They should! I stop abruptly. Gotta do something. You don't have the luxury of stopping now, princess. Not unless you want to try our patience. Kick him in the shins! The woman makes some dismissive gesture at the man as he nods his head before walking through the alley ahead of us. Where's he going? None of your business. The woman pulls a hidden dagger from her sleeve and holds it to my neck. Do it, I dare you! You know what? I'm gonna leave y'all on a cheeky little cliffhanger. I'm gonna leave you right here, and we're gonna save, just so I know we're saving. We're gonna save right there. Would have sucked if I loaded. Save right there. And you know what? I'll see you guys next time. If you have any idea what the right answer is. I don't know what speaking up is gonna do if we're... I mean, speaking up, there's nobody around us, and running, we don't know the alleyways, so... I don't know. We'll figure it out next episode. I'll see you guys later. You have a good day, night thing.